Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to another video. So, the 0.7.3 update came out a couple of days ago, but we couldn't actually see what the Spooky Festival would be until about an hour ago, when the Spooky Festival finally happened. When you guys are seeing this, it'll probably have been like 4 hours ago or something, but still. So, I'm going to make a video talking about all the items, and talking about what items are worth getting, what items aren't worth getting, how the whole thing works, how you get the candy, what candy is, stuff like that. So, let's get right into it. Now, the first thing is, I'm just going to go over like how it works, sort of, in general. So this time, because it was the first event, something went wrong, and the NPC only spawned like 17 minutes before the event started. But normally it's meant to spawn 1 hour before the event starts. And there's going to be this NPC called the Fearmongerer. And this Fearmongerer is going to spawn here. This is the same place where the Baker will spawn. And when you open him, he will show you a shop. Now, unfortunately, he's not here anymore because I was recording a different video while he was standing there. But it's just sort of a shop window, and you can buy and sell. Well, you can't really sell anything, but you can buy stuff from him. And the way you pay for these things is with both money and candy. So the way to get candy is you have to do that during the event, and you can kill any mob. And these mobs will all like drop candy. And higher level mobs have a higher chance of dropping purple candy. And there's two different kinds of candy. So there's purple candy and there's green candy. Purple candy is rarer, but it also like you can do more stuff with it. And the green candy is less rare. It's more common, but it's also it's used for lower tier items. So because he's not there anymore, I found this picture of and it's a picture someone took of a list of all the items. So I'm going to go over it in the browser instead of here, but it's going to be basically the same if you're doing it in the game. So this photo here comes from the user Finlay Packs on the forums, and he took this picture. So I'm just going to use this, and I'm going to go over the items and see if they're worth it or not. So first of all, I'm going to start down here. There's this book called Lifesteal 4. So right now in the game, or up until now, the highest level book, the highest level of lifesteal that you can get was Lifesteal 3. Which was 0.3% of your damage that will be healed. Lifesteal 4 is 0.4%, so it's only a 0.1% increase, and it costs 1.5 million coins and 32 purple candy, which is pretty expensive. And to be honest, unless you like really want just the best of everything, it's not really worth getting this, to be honest. The next thing is the Intimidation artifact, and this is actually really good. So it's a rare accessory, it's a rare Tailsman, so you can reforge it and you get the rare thingy. So it's really worth it in that sense. Also the ability is pretty good, and it doesn't cost too much. It costs 100 purple candy. That is pretty expensive, but at the same time, considering what you get, it's worth it. Now the next thing is the Bat artifact, and the Bat artifact is 100%, a billion% worth it. It's really easy to get. It's a legendary Tailsman, so you get plus 15% crit damage with Issue. And all it costs is 64 purple candy and the bat ring. The bat ring is up here. This is even more worth it. This is so cheap. It's only 64 green candy and a bat Tailsman. So, you like upgrade them. And yeah, it's just really worth going for this 100%. The next thing is the spooky boots and the spooky armor as a whole. This is only really worth it once you have enough fragments to upgrade it to a to the bat person set. The bat person set is pretty good. This is like it's decent, but it's not that good, to be honest, and it does cost a lot. The whole set is 4 stacks of purple candy. And if you're wondering what the hell spooky fragments are, then that's where this horseman's candle comes into play. So this is a pretty cheap item. It's 24 purple candy, and it spawns a horseman's candle. Now I'm gonna make a video tomorrow talking about this horseman boss and talking about all the drops and stuff. But at the end of the day, it can drop some spooky fragments, and you can use those to upgrade this. This is only really worth getting if you know how to kill it, and if you like want to get the bat person armor. Again, I'm going to go over this in a bit more detail in the next video. Then there is the candy artifact, and there's also a candy ring and a candy Tailsman. The candy Tailsman is really cheap. The candy ring is also really cheap. The candy artifact is a bit expensive, but also worth getting. So I'd recommend getting these three 100%. Also, the ability is going to be pretty useful for like the events that come in the future. Now, the next thing is this bat firework. 100% don't get the bat firework. It's the most useless piece of garbage ever. It costs 100 green candy, which is actually quite a lot, and it just spawns a bunch of bats, And if you have to do it in the village, so there's gonna be other people, and those other people are gonna take most of them, and you're gonna end up getting like 10 candy back. So this is just not worth it. Forget about this. It's the most useless piece of shit ever. Next thing is the Spirit Potion. The Spirit Potion is definitely worth it. It's really cheap. It's only 1 green candy, and if you get it to level 4, it gives you like 40% crit damage and 40 speed. So yeah, this is 100% worth getting. Trick or Treat Bag, it's like, it costs basically nothing, so you might as well get it, and it is kind of useful. There's not really much to say here, it just stores candy. There's also the Sugar Rush enchant. Honestly, not that worth it. It goes up to level 3, and then it gives you like 6 speed at level 3. It would cost, to get it to level 3, it costs 1 million coins, and are you really up for paying 1 million coins and 4 stacks of green candy just to get 6 speed? It's a nice thing to have, but it's really not that worth it, so unless you have everything else, there's not really much point getting this. And the last thing is a Magic Find Potion, so I'm going to make another video as well in like 2 days about this potion and how good it is and stuff. I can't really say if it's worth it or not because that's going to ruin the next video, but yeah, there is this. Okay, so I'm going to quickly go over the Spooky Fragment and the Bat Armour. So if you look here and go to the Spooky Shards, we can see the Bat Person helmet, the Bat Person chestplate, the Bat Person leggings, and the Bat Person boots. So once I've gotten the Candy Artifact and the Bat Artifact, I'm probably going to go for this. I've got 10, as you can see, I've got 10 Spooky Shards right now. The stats of it aren't that good in terms of like defense and stuff. You get a bit of defense from HP, and it's not really that important. However, it has 2 times item stats during the night, which is really useful to be honest, and if you can reforge it well, considering it's legendary, so you get really good reforges. So if you reforge it and you enchant it, this can be really powerful, and it's 3 times stats during the Spooky Festival. So during the Spooky Festival, if you have this armor, you can tank anything. The Bat Powers upgrades to Grappling Hook, and that's pretty cool, and turns you into a true Vigilante. I don't know if that does anything. Maybe they just wrote it there, but yeah. It's more of like a gimmicky thing. It's kind of like the Fairy Armor and the Crystal Armor. It's fun to have, but not that useful. I'm probably going to get it anyway. It's kind of like an upgrade, as you can see, from the Spooky Armor. Although at the same time, having the Spooky Armor might be better, because the Spooky Armor increases like your chance to find candy by like 25%. So, I don't know. It's kind of useless to be honest, but it is there and it's nice to have. Also, when I was recording this, I forgot to mention this, I'm just going to say it really quickly now. At the end of the event, you do get a reward, or 2 rewards. So if you come in the top 5,000 candy like players, you get 25,000 coins. And then you also always get one of these Spooky Pies. And these Spooky Pies are kind of like the New Year's cakes, and they just show like your position and stuff like that. So yeah, just to show you guys, here's purple candy. And I haven't got any green candy left because I used it all. But you'll probably see it in the other videos. It looks exactly the same as this, it's just green. Anyway guys, that's going to wrap it up for this video. I hope you guys enjoy, and yeah, see you guys next time. Goodbye.